Alright everybody, welcome to my first video if you are joining me. I'm your host Ivan, and here I am. Quick little brief description. I'm here to talk about everything that Elon Musk says in relations to politics, Tesla, XAI or Grok, SpaceX, all his companies, a little bit into politics, which is what we're going to start off with today. But yeah, so we're pretty much going to get straight into it. First thing we are going to talk about is the Washington, D.C. National Guard shooting that happened, I think, about 2 days ago. And Elon Musk offered his deepest condolences to the families that are part of those to the families of those two National Guards that were pretty much murdered in cold blood, and one has already been concluded deceased, unfortunately. I don't remember her name off the top of my head, but she has been deceased. One is still a male fighting for his life, currently in the hospital. The shooter was identified as an Afghan national, and a well-trained T-word who may have previously lived in Iran before migrating to the U.S. It was confirmed that one guardsman was shot in the chest and one was shot from point blank range in the head, which was the now deceased woman, National Guard. She was 20 years old. A third guardsman eventually managed to take her down, but Elon Musk agreed with criticisms of the Biden policy that opened a floodgate of unvetted Afghan refugees coming in over about, I think the number was 70 to 75,000 Afghan refugees into America under the Biden administration in 2021. Elon Musk actually quoted J.D. Vance in this, agreeing to him that Afghan refugees should have been vetted properly into the United States. However, that did not happen under the Biden administration. Musk quoted and agreed that some of the officials that were in the process and admitted these people into the United States were not aware that they were refugees, and they did not have any documentation of them being as refugees while they were coming into the U.S. Musk reposted remarks about Trump saying that the act was evil. It was pure hatred against the National Guard in Washington, D.C., committed by a foreigner who entered the U.S. as a refugee and was flown in by the Biden administration, like I said, in 2021. Tragic news. One of them has already been announced deceased. The second one, as of the time of recording this, is still fighting for his life in the hospital as we speak. Elon also reposted things about Trump saying that this is the undermined issue in the United States, and it underscores the single biggest security threat to the United States soil as we are in this world today. In the process, citing the 20 million unknown foreigners that came into this country illegally under the Biden administration between 2020 and 2025. J.D. Vance reiterated on this by stating that these should have not been let into the country, and that we can absolutely not let thousands of unvetted immigrants and refugees into our country with no process and no documentation, because who knows what they could do. Moving on with criminal justice reform and law and order things that Musk reposted and posted about. Musk agreed with commentary stating that the criminal justice reform push has been a complete failure and has resulted in senseless murder, with savage monsters being let out after multiple court cases, multiple occasions, free despite many prior arrests, and how that is fundamentally destroying the order. Fundamental moral flaw of the left is having empathy for criminals and not victims, as quoted by Musk. Elon also supported the claim that the U.S. needs more people in prison, noting that only half of America's murders are usually solved, meaning 50% of murderers are walking the streets. Musk called it messed up that a 67-year-old retiree goes by the name Charles Foner, is, excuse me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, is 4 years in prison for defending himself with an unlicensed handgun against a career criminal who had 15 prior arrests in the city, in New York City. Elon also supported the actions of El Salvador's president, Nayib Bukele, again, excuse me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, who claimed to have reduced the homicide rate in El Salvador by 98% in the past 10 years by putting criminals behind bars, and asserting that you cannot have freedom without a baseline level of security. Pretty much wraps up the Law and Order segment. Now we're going to move on to talking about X, Starlink, and more economic things, starting off with how Musk encouraged users to try out the new X chat system on X/Twitter, which is encrypted and replaces old Twitter direct messages or DMs, and enables audio and video calls, as well as file transfers. Musk reposted commentary suggesting that when he purchased Twitter, he changed the course of civilization by stopping an accelerating dystopian censorship complex, where accurate information, like the thing that happened a while back, the Hunter Biden laptop jig, how that was suppressed back before he bought Twitter. Elon Musk also agreed that hundreds of billions of dollars were transferred from the federal government to states like California, New York, and Illinois, to cities like Chicago, New York, and Los Angeles, via Medicaid funds for illegal aliens and illegal immigrants, asserting these states Elon said that these states lie like crazy to balance their budgets using fraudulent payments. Pretty much wraps up that segment, despite other fewer, smaller, unimportant details that he stated. Moving on to the big ones, Tesla, AI, and Grok development. So first off, we'll start off with Tesla. How Tesla is launching a free 30-day trial of full self-driving FSD program, version 14 in North America for an estimated 1.5 million Tesla owners, and with hardware for who have not purchased FSD yet. Moving on with Grok 4.1 Fast achieved a 93.5 on the extended New York Times Connections benchmark, and was ranked number 1 on the model alignment leaderboard for being the closest to predicting actual election results, testing the previous election. Grok 4.1 Fast processed 1 trillion tokens in less than a week since launch, and holds the number 1 spot for open router leaderboards. Grok now ranks posts on a user's following timeline through an unfiltered chronological feed. Users can also now enhance their posts using Grok 4.1 Fast directly to compose a window to fix grammar, shorten posts, make it more simplified, or rewrite them in different styles with just a single click. XAI is also deploying enough solar capacity, which is 550 acres of renewable energy around the Colossus supercomputer in Memphis, to make the operation carbon neutral on delivering the new renewable energy capacity, compared to what critics claimed would strain the grid. Elon reaffirmed that in his belief that the economy could ultimately become thousands or million times larger, or a million times larger than the current economy, if humanity or its future machine descendants could reach a Khartev Scale 2 civilization, which I'm not 100% sure what that means, unfortunately, but yeah. Grok Imagine also has a new upscale feature and open worlds, actually, and Elon stated that it would get really good when Grok Image 1.0 ships. And that is pretty much going to wrap everything up. If you are watching this is my first video. I appreciate you for watching this, and I hope you watch my content every day. This is episode 1 of checking on what Elon's doing on X, tracking Elon, see what he's talking in all things politics, XAI, all things like that. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you.